Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Today is the 5th, Wednesday, and July 5th. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July yesterday. I didn't get an opportunity to see the fireworks. Me and my girlfriend had an argument, and at front of the church when we got there, she said she was hungry or whatnot. So I went, she started cursing at me in front of the church. So I just ended up going back home. We went to Burger King. We was about to tell her if you good to go back, and then she wanted to do grocery shopping. So I just ended up spending 4th of July at the house, whatever. Which is what it is. I saw the fireworks and on the TV from with the river at Tampa Bay or Rodney Howard Brown. But besides all that, I just wanted to come up in this channel and I want to get a response from you guys to see whether or not if I'm doing a good job or not in this particular channel. Give me one moment, please. Excuse me. I wanted to throw in some little lights. Put a little bit of lighting in here. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a little bit too dark. My back, guys. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to see your feedback. Let me throw in a little bit of light in here too. Give me a second, guys. I don't even think I got a light in there. That's right. No, I don't have a light in there. It's all good. It's all good. I got a little bit of light. It's a little bit better. But I wanted to get your feedback, to be honest with you. I wanted to know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see anything? Let me know in the comment section before I get into this. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if you guys know, but this month, July, they just had the thing to what everybody can carry without a conceal license. So my thought process on that is good and bad, but more good than bad. But I think there was a couple of shootings that went on in past, I think yesterday in July 4. But anyway, I wanted to talk about some things before I get into this content, because I just want to know, I want to get your guys' feedback, like genuinely speaking, what do you guys think about my content? Because yes, I talk about guns and stuff like that, and I just don't want it to be about guns, because it could be about other things too, related outside of guns. Because like I had a couple of things that happened to me personally, and I was for words kind of like, I don't want to say depressed, but like not depressed, but like, I don't want to say disappointed either, but like stuff happened to me last month, and I was like really thinking about it. Like, I had to really take time to know what God called me to do, right? So that I had to like really think, and that's why I'm doing this content, because really it's helping me out as far as figuring out the person I want to be for the kingdom of God first. You know what I mean? It's not all about just talking about guns all day, because there's millions of YouTube channels that do that anyway. But we do need some sponsors. Big shout outs to Fiocchi. I'm wearing their gear. You know what I mean? I do get a lot of Fiocchi ammo. And, big shout outs to Federal. We do need some sponsors for the channel. You know what I mean? So if you guys are watching this channel, please, if you could help us, sponsor us, we gladly appreciate it. Moving forward, let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see anything with my tools that I have, as far, you know what I mean, my guns, because I have a variety of guns. And you guys let me know in the comment section, what guys want to see. I am trying to formulate a range, but it costs a lot of money. And if I get the right people to work with and the right, I'm trying to talk to my neighbor, because if me and him works together, because he has an acre, I have an acre, and then my other neighbor has an acre. So I already spoke to one of my neighbors, and he loves guns. So I know he's a go on that, but we haven't talked about that yet. But it does take a lot of money. It's not cheap. It's around probably like 20, 40 grand to have a range, like an official range. So my other next door neighbor, I don't know what happened to him or whatnot. I'm praying for him, and you guys pray for him too. It's my next door neighbor. I think he's going through some shit right now, and but yeah, you be praying for him too. His name is Keith, and he's a good friend of mine's, good-hearted guy. He helped us out for like 2-3 months with water, because we still have an issue, by the way, with our water in the house. So be praying for us for that as well. Plus me having cavities. I didn't even know I had cavities at the age of freaking 38. Having cavities, I thought my teeth were all good. No, my teeth were kind of messed up, to be real. So I kind of gotta chill with buying guns right now. But I'm not a professional at this by all means. I'm not trying to claim I am. I'm just giving you my point of view. Actually, I'm from the Bronx. You know what I mean? I'm actually from the BX, New York City. And I would never think that I have the privilege to carry one of these. You feel me? I never would think I would have the privilege to carry one of these. But it's a privilege. And, it's our amendment rights. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, thank God, you know what I mean? Thank God that we have that privilege. But moving forward with this channel, I'm going to get into what I'm going to talk about with Smith & Wesson. But you guys, please let me know what you guys want to see. Because I don't want to just talk, like I said, I just don't want to talk about guns all the time. You guys let me know if you guys want to see me shoot in the range. You guys want to see, I want to like at least go out really hunting, like a real hunting, like going out and just experiencing shooting with, precision and things of that nature, I did bought a Safe Life vest. It did not fit me. So I brought it back, when was it? I brought it back Friday. Wait, I brought it back. When did I bring it back? I think I brought it back Friday. And it didn't fit me. It was a 1X. I ain't gonna lie to you, I did gain weight. Hey, I'm keeping it real, guys. I'm sorry, I gained weight. If you want to arrest me for that, here's the handcuffs. Arrest me. I gain weight. You know what I mean? If you want to arrest me for gaining weight, hey, by all means, arrest me. You know, I did gain weight. So, you know, it is what it is. So, you know, in the end of the day, it was like, I thought you know, a XL will work. Evidently it didn't. You know, I'm hoping this one that they're gonna be sending me pretty soon, the double X, because they, you know, I showed them pictures. I did pictures of, you know, this side, and I looked like I shopped at Babies R Us, and I'm not even joking. I mean, to be real with you, I wear an XL shirt. I wear an XL shirt, and you know, you can see my stomach. You know, it's a little, you know, it's out there, whatever. But you know, I thought I could wear, you know, an XL. No, this vest was really small. You know what I mean? But anyway, I sent it out. I mailed it back to them. You know, I tried it out. They said they got to inspect it. Once they get the package, they got to inspect it in 2 days. And, you know, da 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 da. So this is my first time dealing with Safe Life. So let's see what they say. Because literally, I just tried it on, didn't work, showed them pictures, threw it how it was in the package, and that was it. But anyway, enough of that. I'm gonna give you an update on that too, you know, with the vest, you know what I mean, and their customer service. Because to be real with you, you know, I get it. I get what they coming from. They had to get the vest first before they sent it out. They sent it out. They said it takes 2 days to inspect it. So let's see what happens. But they do have me on a Zip account, so I'm making payments with them, which is cool. So I'm gonna see how that plays out. Other than that, you know, I'll give you updates on that as well. So let's get right into it. You know, like I said, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July, and let's get right into it. So Smith & Wesson. I am very impressed with Smith & Wesson for several reasons. They did come up with this carbine that mimics the Keltec Sub 2000, which I have, and I'm not going to show in this video because I don't want to be moving around too much in this video because, you know, whatever, I just don't have it in hand. It's in my closet, and I have the carbine, you know what I mean? I just don't want to pull it out. But the thing that's impressive about the carbine that I have is these magazines, these 23 round magazines, which you could put, I do put them on my Smith & Wesson compact, which fits perfectly. And a lot of people complain about these things right here, which I think is cool for this setup because it goes together. But I see people's reasons on the Keltec, you know, they wanted to fit flush, and I totally agree with them. But I think the reason why Smith & Wesson went that route is for they could be like compatible with all Smith & Wesson MMP, like the compacts. Like a lot of people might not have a full size MMP. So I think Smith & Wesson really thought about it and said, let's cater to all the consumers that, and I get it, but then a lot of people do complain about the size. But it is what it, to me, it is what it is. I'm actually debating whether or not if I should sell it because I would rather have a real carbine than a folding one. The simple, there's plenty of variables why I don't like the setup. I mean, it's, to me, is a updated, I mean, it's an upgraded version of the Kel-Tec, which the Kel-Tec was straight. It's a good concept gun, and don't get me wrong, the Kel-Tec did an excellent job, you know, attempting to make a good weapon, but you know, just in my opinion, it just didn't. It just, and this is just my opinion, and you can take it for a grain of salt. The Kel-Tec Sub 2000, it just has a lot of flaws. You know, you have to upgrade certain parts to like fit your needs, and straight out the box, it's just, it's a fix me upper gun. You know what I mean? So it's a great concept. I mean, it's different. Don't I'm gonna give them that. It's a different concept, and that's why Smith and Wesson came out with theirs. And let's give kudos to Kel-Tec for doing that, because they're the ones that innovated that whole folding, you know, concept. Okay, let's give credit where credit's due. But in the end of the day, a lot of people complain, you know, because of the folding, and you know, not for you can't even properly put that optic on, which Smith and Wesson nailed it with the side folder. And I really debated whether or not to get it, because the reason being, there's a couple of things that I don't like about the whole concept, which one of them I'll tell you straight up. The stock itself is awesome. It's phenomenal. You could rest your cheek on it and nothing will bother you. It shoots very great. It's a great shooting, smooth shots. Other than like the Kel-Tec is real. It hurts you a little bit if you really shoot the Kel-Tec versus the M&P carbine. It really hurts you. But the Smith & Wesson nailed it in those areas, which was phenomenal. And big shout outs to Smith & Wesson for doing that. But I wanted to show you guys, because, you know, the new flavor, of ammo, which I think they're gonna innovate it more, is that 10 millimeter. Okay, so what I got here is a 9, which is a common round for everybody. So I will basically throw my flush magazine, which holds 15 rounds of ammunition, in this one, and then I throw this one in my pocket. This is 23 rounds. You know what I mean? But this is the one that I will keep in my car, the 10 millimeter. You know what I mean? So this is the 10 mil, and this is holding 15 rounds of that 10 millimeter glory. You know what I mean? So, and you know, you could go hunting with this. This gun is so versatile. This is like the go-to gun. You know what I mean? It's that 10 millimeter. It has that longer barrel. Now they made a performance version of it, which I think that one is better than this one. But the reason why I'm taking this out is because that new trigger. And by the way, let's safety check all these guns to make sure that there's nothing in the chamber. And as you guys can see, there's nothing in the chamber. I need to clean this one out. Actually, this one is a little bit dirty. So there's nothing in the chamber. And as you guys can see, that's that new trigger from Smith & Wesson. And I'm gonna show you the difference between, that's a nice trigger. then it's a beautiful trigger. So I'm gonna show you the difference. And like I said, all these guns are safety checks. Nothing in the rounds. This one has the Vortex Venom, and that's that red light. Red dot, and the old light right there. So, but this trigger, as you guys can see, is the old trigger, which is okay, but it has a lot of squishiness to it. Like it's just too much, man. It's just too much, bro. Okay, so that's enough of that. So they do have a lot of similarity. I just don't like, another thing I don't like about this one is the safety. The safety sucks. I hate that safety. And I think you could take it out if you want to. Like if I wanted to, and I could just get the block. I'm gonna try to see if I can do that with this setup. But like I said, this particular one will be like a home defense setup, home defense, car gun, like, you know, my go-to car gun, like locked up, and just like, you know, and a home defense, evidently, like around the house. You know, coyotes or whatever, or anything, you know, hogs, you know, this is heavy duty, bro, 10 mil. So, the reason why I'm bringing out, because the new round flavor is that 10 mil. Let's keep it real. At 10 mil, and I'll give you a comparisons right now with the 9 mil. Let's take a little look-see. So the 10 mil is basically the 40 cal and the 45, you know, making a baby and making this one, which is the 10 mil. The 9 is always going to be, you know, the king of rounds. Let's just keep it at that, you know, for follow-up shots or whatnot. But the 10 mil, you can't deny the power of the 10 mil. You can't. You look at the comparisons, bro. It's this, you can't, bro. And then it's like 40 and 45, you know, making love together, the 40 and the 45, and creating this baby, which is the 10 mil. Come on, baby. You know you like it. Come on. Let's keep it real, guys. Let's keep it real. But yeah, man. So this is you know, I had this from last year, and I actually bought this one and this one together because this one was on sale. I think this was on sale for $580, and this one was $450 with taxes and everything, and this one came up to like $620 out the door. But man, I tell you what, this one is a baddie. This one is good, man. I want to see if I could update this trigger, and if you guys could let me know if I can. And I don't know if the state of Florida allows us, because every state is different. And you guys in the comment section can please help me out with that. I would love to see if I could update this trigger. And I know Glock came out with their new performance trigger. And if Smith & Wesson can do a trigger like this, with this trigger, and like, you know, like how Glock did, because they just came out with their own performance trigger, which I do have that Glock 47, by the way. you guys look up my channel and see what's up. I did buy my 47 because, you know, I do take my security shit serious. And you guys know my everyday carry is the Glock 48. I carry that Glock 48 all the time. And I'll tell you the truth. There's nothing in there, as you guys can see. I'll tell you the truth. That this particular one right here, I think if it wasn't for this one, they would have never came out with a Glock 47. Because this is the Glock 48, and this came out before the Glock 47. So I think they made this concept, and this is the MOS version. So it's the baby version. So I don't want to talk too much about that, but I want to go more back into Smith & Wesson, because Smith & Wesson, I thought about it, and I think Smith & Wesson really thinks about their customers and the customer aspect. You know what I mean? So the reason why I say that to say this is because Smith & Wesson's been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean? I think before even Glock was famous, Smith & Wesson was out there. And, you know, let's face it, all the revolvers that's out there, the best-selling revolver is Smith & Wesson. And I do have a 357 Smith & Wesson. And big shout out to Smith. And the reason why I'm saying this is because they, you know, they think about their customers. And the only thing that I will say is this. Glock did come out with their Glock 20, and I wanted to talk about this because I found it to be really interesting. And I don't know if you guys know, this is the Glock 21. So this is the one that I used to carry a lot as far as my home defense gun. And this is chambered N45 ACP. And there was one in the chamber, but there's none in the chamber right now. The safety check. There's nothing in the chamber. It's oiled up pretty good. So we're good on that. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because the good thing about this particular unit, and this is the Trichicon night sights on it, if you guys can see. Trichicon night sights, suppressor height sights, and these suppressor height sights alone cost around, I would say, close to 200, if that. So that's what kind of like sold me on buying this, because it came with the 3 magazines, the box, and the suppressor height sights, which I paid out the door like $500. And that's why I said, yo, I have to get this. But it is what it is. It's a collection gun, but you can change the barrel out and get make it into a 10 mil, which 10 mil is getting up there. It's getting up there. It's not as popular, like I said, as the 9, because everybody has 9. I think everybody has a 9mm, but I think the 10mm is like the ultimate in the speed, the power, You know what I mean? It's this, like I said, it's like the 40 and the 45, made love, and they just created the 10 mil, which is the ultimate of rounds, I think. Because they, you know, you got the power, and you got the speed and the penetration. So it is what it is, bro. And the first person that put me on really to 10 mil, big shout outs to Elvis and Cali. If you're watching this video, it is what it is, because Elvis was the first one to tell me, oh yeah, I got the 10. I mean, I heard about 10 mil. Don't get me wrong. I heard about 10 mil, but I thought it was like only law enforcement could get it or whatever. And I'm like, I never really, but 10 mil is I'm telling you, even High Point came out with 10 mil. I think they even have their carbine in 10 mil, which I'm honestly thinking about getting the carbine in 10 mil and High Point. And I'm actually, damn, you could joke, kill me in the comment section, but I'm actually thinking about getting a 10 mil and High Point, just like the regular handgun, because it's first of all, it's cheap. It's cheap. It's fun to shoot. The ammo's not cheap. I'm going to tell you that. But the gun itself is cheap. I think it's around $250. Come on, for a 10 millimeter gun that's reliable, and High Point did make up a repetition for itself, even for people that can't afford firearms. Come on, man. Where you gonna find a 10 mil for under $300? Honestly, I don't know. And I think they have that in suppressor ready. So that's even a plus right there. So anyway, I ain't gonna lie. I did have a High Point, and I had sold one of my High Points to a friend of mine's, and I kind of regret it, because I do like High Point, and believe it or not, I like High Point. High Point is a good gun. I mean, that actually High Point was the first gun that I purchased, and you know what I mean. But it is what it is. You know what I mean. So let's it is what it is. But I wanted to talk about that. How Smith & Wesson and stuff is thinking about the consumer, and to be real with you, even though the Glock is like the superior guns of all guns, but I just think, and I want to pull it out here in front of everybody just to show people what I'm talking about. Okay, the Glock, look how blocky it is. Look how blocky it is. I mean, it's just blocky. What really, like I said, what really sold me on this unit is the suppressor height sights, Trijicon. And I don't know if you guys can see that on there. It's Trijicon. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera clearly or not. And it's the Trijicon suppressor height sights. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera clearly, and I don't have the right lighting. That's the suppressor height sights Trijicon. That's what really sold me on it. And then I'll just show you comparisons of my 10 mil. So let's do a comparisons real quick, since we at it. So look at how nice the Smith & Wesson looks. The fish scale right here, a little bit of fish scale right here, the press checks. The texture on the gun is better. And then you get 3 back straps for your size. This one I think comes with three back straps too. But it's this too plain for me, bro. It's too bulky, big. This one is this screaming out flavor. Look at the trigger, this trigger compared to this trigger. Even this trigger looks dookie compared to this trigger. You know what I mean? It's this, like I said, the only thing that's going good for this gun, really, and I put it on there myself, is the light, which I put on there myself, and the suppressor height sights. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's just too blocky, bro. It's this, and this one already comes stocked in with suppressor height sights. You know what I mean? It already has the MOS mount that you could put on. So you could put your your red dot. But now, like I said, Glock came out with theirs, so they're kind of like hand in hand, like battling. So, but everybody is gonna go to the Glock first. And I will too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would rather pick a Glock over this. You know what I mean? Yes, I said it. I will pick a Glock 20 all day over this. But I have this right here, and I can make it a Glock 20 by buying the barrel, buying the kit, and, you know, spending less money, and I can make this into a 20 without even buying a 20 millimeter. So you guys are gonna embark in that journey with me too. But like I said, before I close out this video, this is about talking about the 10 mil, about Smith & Wesson being innovative and thinking about their consumers, because I think they really did do a good job in doing that. And the real thing that really sold me on the carbine was these magazines a lot. And not only the magazines, it was like I don't have a 9mm carbine, and I wanted one. Because let's face it, 9mm is cheap. The cheapest round other than 22 long rifle. 9mm is the cheapest round other than 9mm. 9mm is the cheapest round other than 22 long rifle. And then comes 22 long rifle as the cheapest round ever. But to me, 22 long rifle is like, fake boxing, like shadow boxing. You know what I mean? You shadow box with the 22s. Like, you know, you practice with your 22s, but then you really do your thing with the 9mm. You know what I mean? So 9mm, you can, you know, velocity-wise, when it comes to the carbine, you can, there's more velocity, and you could do, like, hunting and stuff like that. But a lot of people ain't using 9mm as for a hunting round. But what really sell me out, and, you know, if they made the carbine in 10mm, if they made the carbine in 10mm, wow. That would be a fucking game changer right there. That would be a fucking game changer. You feel me? But anyway, guys, like always, I'm not a professional at this, but if you can, like and subscribe. I'm doing this for y'all, because, you know what I mean, in the end of the day, I do care about you guys. I do love you guys, and I really do. And like I said, if you want me to do more of this content, and I really need supporters, you can go on my website and support me, and you can find ways how to support me. But yeah, man, I love you guys. Peace. I'm out. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you really feeling this channel. If you feeling this channel and you liking what we do, hit that subscribe button, and also hit those likes and share it with other people. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to reach out people. I'm trying to reach out people that don't know about firearms and trying to give them confidence, and do this as a community. You feel me? Love you guys. Peace. I'm out.